going to find the value of and or r in the given permutations or combinations. Let's have the first one. We have permutation. Solve for and or r. So we have a given here of permutation of n objects taken 2 at a time is equal to 56. So how will you find it? We are going to apply the formula of permutation. So what's the formula? The formula of permutations, we have P and R is equal to n factorial over n minus r factorial. You are going to apply this formula. Let us have. This one, this is the answer. So this is your P and R. So our given, your P and R, the permutation of n objects taken R is equal to, we have 56. Yan. Then, your R here, we have here 2. Then, we are going to find for the missing n. Then, we are going to substitute the given to your formula. So, this is your formula. So, this one becomes 56. Just substitute. 56 is equal to. Then, we have n factorial, which is missing, over, we have n, which is missing, minus, your r is 2 factorial. Okay? Then, take note class, na si n factorial, this n factorial is always equal to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 and so on and so forth. Hanggang n minus 3, n minus 4. Okay. So, yun yung equivalent ni n factorial. Is it clear? Then, afterwards, we have here 56. Then, change it n factorial. We have here n times n minus 1. Then, n minus 2. Pwede ka na mag-stop dyan para ma-cancel out mo yung n minus 2 dito. Naintindihan? So, n minus 2 factorial over, just copy this one, n minus 2 factorial. Then, cancelled out na to. So, ito na lang yung natira. So, we have here 56. It is equal to, 56 is equal to n times n minus 1. Ito, pwede ka namang i-compute mo siya by using quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. Bakit quadratic equation? Kasi ito magigitong n squared. N squared minus n times 1, that is negative n. Then, ito, transpose mo sa kabilang side, magiging negative 56 equals to 0. Then, pwede ka mag-trial and error. Is it clear? Or, pwede naman ding, you are going to think two numbers na magkasunod that are consecutive, then you are going to multiply this one into 56. Ganun lang kasimple. So, we have, kung magtiting ka ng number na dalawang numbers na magkasunod, which is, and the answer is 56, we have 8 multiplied by 7. Tama ba? If you are going to multiply 8 times 7, the answer here is 56. So, therefore, what is n? So, this is your n. We have 8. So, your n is equal to 8. Ganun lang kasimple. Okay? Then, if you are going to substitute this one, 8 minus 1, the answer is 7. Is it clear? So, pwede kang mag-create ng quadratic. Tingnan niyo yung quadratic ha, for the quadratic. So, magkakaroon ka ng n squared, n times n here, then minus n, then this one, just transpose, that is negative 56 is equals to 0. Then, we have n, trial and error. What are those number? We have 8 and 7. Sino ang negative? Ang negative dyan, we have 8. Ito magiging positive. So, it is equals to 0. Then, solve mo to. So, magiging n minus 8 is equals to 0. N is equals to positive 8. Ayun, lumabas yung n mo, which is positive 8. Ito kasi, n plus 7 is equals to 0. Magiging siyang n is equals to negative 7. Wala naman po tayong negative na n, kaya always positive ang sagot, which is n is equals to 8. Is it clear? So that is how we'll resolve this one. Let's have another example. Let's have number 2. We have P, permutation of object n taken 3 at a time is equal to 60. Our formula again, we have P, N, R, then equals to n factorial over n minus r factorial. Yan yung formula ng ating permutation. So, we have, ang P, N, R mo, we have 60. So, write 60 here is equal to, missing si n factorial, is equal over, missing si n, minus, ang r mo, we have here 3. That is 3 factorial. Then next, we have 60 is equal to n factorial, meaning n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3 factorial. O, yan. Pwede ka na mag-stop dyan. Then this one, just copy n minus 3 factorial. Then canceled out, canceled out. So, then we have 60 is equal to, ayan na, 60 is equal to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2. Ayan. So, now, how will you find for n in this case? So, isip ko ulit ng consecutive, 3 consecutive numbers na pag minultiply mo, the answer is 60. So, since tatlong number, medyo mahirap-hirap yan. Kapag minultiply mo yung n at saka itong tatlong n na yan, we have n cube. Okay? Ngayon, isip ka ng pinakamalapit sa 60. Ayan. So, yung napapagitnaan ng cubes. Perfect cube. Sorry. Perfect cube. So, ano na yung mga malapit na perfect cube kay 60? If we have ang pinakamalapit, we have 4 cubes. Naintindihan? 4 cubes. Why 4 cubes? Kasi si 4 cubes ay 64. Okay? Now, let us see kung 4 ang ating n. Let us see, Kung 4 yan, magiging 4 times 4 times 3 times 2. 4 times 3, we have 12 times 2, we have 24. So, usod ka pa. Usod ka pa. So, let us try 5. 5 times 4 times 3. 5 times 4, we have 20. 20 times 3, the answer is 60. Ayan. So, trial and error tayo, para madali mo siyang makuha. Basta lagi siyang magkaka-consecutive siya pababa. Yun ang iisipin mo. Then, this one is the answer. Is it clear? So, kung n raised to 4 naman siya, paano kung n raised to 4? So, what is the numbers that is naka-raised to 4 na pinakamalapit dun sa iyong sagot? Yan lang yan. Okay? So, we have now your n. Your n is equals to 5. This is now your n. Is it clear? Isa pang example. Number 3. Permutation of n objects taken 4 at a time is equals to 3024. Again, we have your formula of P n r is equals to n factorial over n minus r factorial. So, substitute. This one is 3024. You have here 3024 is equal to, your n is missing, n factorial over n minus your r is 4 factorial. Then, we have 3024 is equal to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3. Then, times n minus 4 factorial over n minus 4 factorial. Cancelled out, cancelled out. So, ito matitira. So, you have here 3024 is equal to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3. Ngayon, ilang n yan? 1, 2, 3, 4. If you multiply the 4 n's dyan, magiging n raised to 4. Okay? So, it is equal to 3,024. Ngayon, isip ka ng pinakamalapit. Pinakamalapit. Na kapag ni-raise mo ay mas malapit kay 3,024. Let us use calculator na po. So, we have here n. Let us try 7 raised to 4. So, ang sagot ay 2,401. Yan, malapit-lapit si 7. Let us have 8. We have 8 raised to 4. So, we have 4,096. So, yan yung mga malalapit. Now, let us try. Let us try 7. Paano kung 7 yung nilagay mo as n? So, magiging siyang 7 times 6 times 5 times 4. Ayan. If you multiply 7 times 6 times 5 times 4, the answer is 840. So, hindi po pwede si 7. Is it clear? So, punta tayo kay 8. Punta tayo kay 8. So, we have 8 times 7 times 6 times 5. Apat na object. 1,680. So, hindi pa rin pwede si 8. Punta tayo kay 9. What if 9? What if 9 yung gagamitin natin as your n? We have 9 times 8 times 7 times 6. Bakit laging 4? Kasi 4 lang to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it clear? So, let us have the answer. The answer here is, yun, tumama na. We have 3,024. So, you will have 9 times 8 times 7 times 6. Is it clear? So, this is now your n. So, your n is equals to 9. Ganun lang kasimple. Trial and error tayo. Okay? So, pag malaki na yung numbers, gamit ka na ng calculator. Okay? So, now, let's move. What if R naman yung missing? Number 4, we have permutation of 6 objects taken R at a time is equals to 30. So, gagamitin ulit natin yung permutation na formula. P, we have N R is equal to N factorial over N minus R factorial. Then, substitute natin. Yun nga lang, given mo ay si N, hindi na si R. So, ang PNR natin, we have 30. Right here, 30 is equal to, your N is 6 factorial over, we have 6 minus R factorial. Ayan. And then, cross-multiply lang tayo. Just cross-multiply. Pagpalitin natin to ng pwesto. So, we have here 6 minus R factorial. Magiging na siyang 6 factorial over 30. Afterwards, itong 6 factorial, expand mo yan. Simplify mo. So, we have 6 minus R factorial is equal to, meaning yan, 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 30. Then, it is equal to, we have 6 minus R factorial. So, if you multiply this one, the answer is 720 divided by 30. Then, simplify 720 divided by 30. So, we have 6 minus R factorial is equal to 720 divided by 30. The answer is 24. Yan na. Then, now, think ka na ng number dyan. So, dito, think ka na ng number kung ano yung factorial na lalabas, kailangan 24 ang sagot. For example, kung R ang isa-substitute mo dito, so 6 minus 5, so magiging 1 factorial, it is not equal. Nakukuha? Next tayo, 6 minus 4, kailangan lang po laging mas mababa si R kesa kay N. Naintindihan? Kailangan po si N ay laging mas mataas or equal kay, laging mas mataas si N kesa kay R. Tandaan po yun. What if you are going to subtract 6 minus 3 factorial? So, meaning ito, magiging 6 minus 3, the answer is 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 3 times 2 is equals to 6 lang. So, hindi pwede pa rin. Naintindihan? Next tayo, what if 6 minus 2 factorial ang gamitin natin? That is 4 factorial. 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2. 4 times 3 is 12 times 2, we have 24. Ayun na. So, therefore, what is your R? Ano R natin na ginawa? This one is your R. We have here 2. Ayan. So, trial and error pa rin po yung gagamitin nyo for us to find your R. Is it clear? Let's have number 5 example. Number 5, we have permutation of 12 taken R at a time is equals to 1,320. So, formula ulit, that is 1,320 is equal to, n factorial natin is 12, that is 12 factorial over n minus r factorial, that is 12 minus r factorial. Then, cross multiply, so this becomes 12 minus r factorial is equal to 12 factorial divided by 1,320. Then, simplify further, we have 12 minus r factorial is equal. Let us use calculator ulit dahil medyo malaki-laki yun. So, we have 12 factorial. The answer is, we have 479 million. 479 million 1,600 divided by 1,320. Let us divide. Divided by 1,320. So, the answer is 362,000. So, we have 12 minus r factorial is equal to 362,000. 62,880. Yan. And then, now, let us try. What if ang ilalagay natin r is 1? So, magiging siyang 12 minus 1, that is 11 factorial. So, kung 11 factorial yan, 11 factorial. So, hindi pa pwede. Malayo masyado. Let us have 12 minus 3. For example, we have 12 minus 3 factorial. This is equal to 9 factorial. If you are going to find 9 factorial, 9 shift, then factorial, is equal to, ayun, lumabas na. We have 362,880. Now, what is your R? This is now your R. Yan. Your R is equal to 3. Yan na. Is it clear? So, that is how will you solve for N or R of permutation. Let's have solving for N or R given the combination. So, kapag ganito naman, same process pa rin siya sa permutation. Yun nga lang, ang gagamitin natin ay formula ni combination. So, ang formula ni combination is C N R is equals to N factorial over N minus R factorial times R factorial. Ayan. Then, let us substitute. So, we have here combination of 8 objects taken R at a time is equals to 56. So, ang CNR mo is 56. So, you write here 56 is equals to, ang N factorial mo ay 8. We have 8 factorial over 8 minus R factorial, then R factorial. Ayan. Then, cross multiply, katulad nung kanina. We have 8 minus R factorial is equal to 8 factorial over 56. Then, simplify 8 factorial. Let us use calculator. We have 8 factorial. We have 40,320 divided by natin by 56. Divide by 56. So, we have 720. So, this one is 720. Then, just copy 8 minus R factorial. Then, R factorial is equals to 720 20. Ngayon, think a number ulit. So, mag-substitute ulit tayo dito ng numbers. Let us try 2. For example, 8 minus 2 factorial, then 2 factorial. If you multiply this one, magiging siyang 6 factorial, 2 factorial. Let us compute. We have 6 factorial times 2 factorial. So, it is equals to 1,440. So, sobra siya, no? So, ngayon, mali ito. What if, ang gamitin naman natin ay 3. 8 minus 3 factorial, then 3 factorial. So, trial and error pa rin, di ba? 8 minus 3, we have here 5 factorial, then we have 3 factorial. Let us try. We have 5 factorial multiplied by 3 factorial is equals to, ayun, tumama tayo. We have 720. So, this one is equal to 720. Now, what is your R? Your R here is, we have 3. That is your answer. Is it clear? Now, let's move with another one examples. Ang kanya naman ay, ang nawawala naman ay si n. So, same process lang naman din kay permutation. Let us have number 2. We have combination of n objects taken 7 at a time is equals to 120. So, ang gagamitin natin, formula ni combination which is C n R is equal to n factorial over n minus r factorial r factorial. Then, substitute lang ulit natin. Ang CNR mo, that is 120. Write 120 is equal to our n, that is missing, n factorial over. We have n minus, your r is 7 factorial, your r is 7 factorial. Yan. Afterwards, we are going to cross multiply. Ito, yung 7 factorial dun sa 120. Itong n minus 7 factorial, iwan mo muna dyan. Okay? So, we have 120 multiplied by 7 factorial. Then, it is equals to, so ngayon, ito expand mo, n factorial. Diba? Ang n factorial natin ay n times 1 at n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3 hanggang sa makarating ka dito sa n minus 7. Diba? So, that is it. So, we have n factorial, that is n times n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, times n minus 4, times n minus 5, times n minus 6, times n minus 7 factorial. Over, we have n minus 7 factorial. Cancelled out. Cancelled out. Okay? Then, let us multiply 120 times 7 factorial. Let us use calculator. We have 120 times 7 factorial. It is equals to, ayan, 604,800. 604,800. Ngayon, magta-try tayo. Ilang numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, kailangan 7 numbers. Pag minultiply mo na magkakasunod sila, pababa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ayan. Pag minultiply mo siya, kailangan po, ang sagot ay 604,000. Let us try. What if we have here 7? Taas-taas natin. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. If you multiply it, or simply 8 factorial na yun, 8 factorial, we have 40,000. So, masyadong mababa pa. What if start tayo kay 9? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Ayan. So, we have 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3. 181,000. So, kulang pa. Let us have 10. Kung 10 tayo mag-i-start. We have 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5. 7 objects lang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7. Hanggang 4. So, meaning we have 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4. Let us see. Ayun, lumabas na. 604,800. They are now equal. Ngayon, sino n mo? So, your n is this one. Therefore, yung n mo dito ay 10. O, ganun lang po. So, you have to use trial and error. So, ito, dito nyo makikita kung ilang objects ang inyong gagamitin. So, dito, 7 objects dahil dito, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it clear? So, that is how will you find for the n and r given the permutation and computation. So, hope may natutunan ulit kayo. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig. Bye-bye!